So this is an interesting situation where we see this particular pinning style using the body scissors plus an arm control. This definitely shows up in a lot of these vintage pro wrestling matches. It does show up in some catch wrestling written materials as well. There's supposed to be a little bit of a pain compliance element to it, thus the punishment hold aspect. And the punishment hold pain compliance aspect is basically using the scissor leverage of the legs against the area of the torso where the floating ribs are. So if you go to modern day grappling tournaments, most of them, with the exception, I think, of like Naga and some other things like that at the advanced levels, most of them will have an illegal submission type called like the can opener. It has some other nicknames here and there, but any of these submissions that rely on the legs to basically scissor and crush the lower ribs, it ends up being illegal in a lot of competitive grappling tournaments. So this is a professional wrestling match. That's not an issue. And also the bottom man, in this case, Edouard Carpentier, is not trying to get a submission or make his guy say uncle. He's just trying to get Lou Thesz's shoulders on the mat to secure a fall, right? Or a pin in this case. So the interesting thing to me about this, though, is just how much it resembles a modern day guard sweep when it begins. So Edward Carpentier is on his back. He ends up manipulating one of Lou Thesz's arms along with the grip that he has with his legs around Lou Thesz's body. So functionally, this basically becomes what we would call in modern parlance a sweep. One of the big differences is just that the sweeping player would, generally speaking, advance to mount or some other dominant top pin. The body scissors just does not really show up in modern day grappling tournaments. So it's something that is useful in terms of getting an opponent's shoulders on the ground if a pin is a viable way to win in the given format that you're talking about. But otherwise, we don't really see it so much as a submission hold per se.